Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
I believe so. There's take that road back from County Royal Park. I don't know if there's another road.
Let me see your hands now. Put them up. Put them up. Put your hands up or you're going to get dog bit. Put them up. No, you're not talking. Put your hands up. Roll over on your stomach. Don't put your hands down, man. Put the gun down. Drop whatever you got. Drop it. Drop it. Don't play around, man. Look at me. What's your name? Hold on. What is it? Sean? Because Sean, look at me. All right, listen. Here. Dan, don't say a word. Hey, listen to me. Sean, look at me. No, I'm not coming over there. Listen to me. Sean. Listen to me. Shh, don't talk. Sean, look at me. My name's Jeremy. Okay? You listening to me? Sean, this is what I'm going to tell you. All right? I don't want you to... No, we're not... Sean, look at me. Sean, look at me. Just look at me, okay? Pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to anybody else. Pay attention to me. Here's what I want to tell you. Nobody's coming, dude. Look at me. It's just me and him. Sean, look at me. Listen to me. Don't talk and listen. Sean, listen. I'm trying to help you, okay? Sean, please don't do this. Get up, man, please. Listen, it's over with. Okay? So here's the deal. It's not a big deal. Everybody makes mistakes. I've made mistakes. He's made mistakes. We've all made them. But listen, here's what makes the difference between a man that made a mistake and a man that's making a wrong choice. Look at me. Sean, look at me. People that make mistakes, just hold up right there. Sean, look at me. Remember, pay attention to me. Sean, look at me. Sean, pay attention to me. All right, listen. I know that you don't have a gun. Okay? I know you don't. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is I know you don't have a gun, but I'm not trying to come in there and beat you up. I'm not trying to come in there and hurt you. I'm not. Listen, if I wanted to hurt you, I would have let that dog go. Okay? Because I don't want to hurt you. I know you don't have a gun. I know you're upset. I know you're mad about what's going on. I know you're upset. Okay? I'm not worried about that knife. I just want you to know. That's not why I'm standing over here. I'm trying to give you the chance to make this right. I know you're scared, dude. Listen, look, for me, I just stood in a pile of hornets and just got stung like 20 times. My dog just got stung 20 times. But that's okay, man. It's just jail. And then you're over with. No, I do understand. Listen to me. No, listen, don't act like that because I'm not coming over there and you're not going to do anything and you and I both know that. That's all you got to do. Stand up, walk over here to me. If you don't want to go to them, you don't trust them, fine. Stand up, come right here like a man. Put down your knife, walk over here, and I'll put you in handcuffs, and I promise you, we will walk out here together. I will still treat you with respect as we leave. Just walk out here. Keep your hands up high. Did you leave the knife over there? Okay, keep walking. Keep walking. You can light that up. Boost. Plots. I'm just going to lay the dog down. Keep walking this way. Plots. That's fine. Keep walking this way. Stop right there. Turn around. Keep your hands up, 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 up. Just like that. I gave you my word, right? All right. Put your hands behind your back. Live. He won't bite you. Live. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Leave it. He's just smelling you. All right. Can we get out of these freaking... Hey, don't walk over there, dummy. You're going to get... Let me get your phone. Oh, gosh. Put that in my pocket. Hey, look at me. You're going to be okay. Look at me. Yeah, you are. I promise you. Let me pat you down real quick. Okay. Yeah, did you leave the knife over there?
That's my work knife.
Yeah, it's like a box cutter.
Yeah.
All right. I have nothing. All right, cool. Let's go back to the car. Look, so far, lying to you? I ain't gonna lie to you, bud. I've got no reason. I don't know about you, but I got my ass eat up by these.
I do too.
Damn.
Raw video like this is changing public perception of police dogs. Here, police in St. Paul, Minnesota use a canine unit, a dog and a handler, to apprehend Frank Baker. Baker's an African-American man who was identified, mistakenly, as a criminal suspect.
Well, what I was hearing was, get out the car with your hands up and walk toward us. So I walked toward them, and I took like about 7 or 8 steps. And they said, turn around. As soon as I turned around, he let the dog out on me. And the dog just started just biting me and just tearing me up. That dog, he made me a cripple, deformed all my life. I can't dance no more. I can't play sports no more. I can't run. That's all. My whole life, I was playing football and ran track and did things. I can't do that no more. I can't do it. I love dogs all my life. Now, I fear dogs.
Cut that in. Good boy. Good boy.
Baker got an apology from the police chief and a settlement. And police canine handlers would say that the severity of injuries here make this case an outlier. For decades now, police have considered dogs to be a valuable tool for subduing potentially dangerous suspects. Bites are seen as a form of pain compliance that quickly convinces a combative person to hold still for arrest. It does mean injuries, sometimes serious ones, but police say that's preferable to risking the safety of officers and civilians. Officer Dan Lesser of the Spokane Police Department says he weighs several factors before he lets his dog loose on anyone.
What is the risk of allowing this guy to escape armed with a gun? What kind of damage, what kind of mayhem is he going to cause if we allow him to escape and go carjack a car, go kill somebody else? Those are the factors that I'm constantly running through my head. You know, severity of crime, poses immediate danger to ourselves or others. You know, he's actively resisting evading arrest.
Canine units can also be good public relations. They're the familiar, likable face of law enforcement. Though the dogs also have some very negative associations, especially the lingering memories of their use during the civil rights era. A series of lawsuits in the 1990s led to tighter rules, and reformers say things generally got better. But in the last decade or so, the number of police dog bites has been growing again. That's according to emergency room estimates by the CDC. And with the advent of police body cameras, we're now getting a close-up view of what canine apprehensions actually look like. Here, San Diego police are responding to a report of a man walking through traffic brandishing a machete, though at this moment his hands are empty. When he ignores verbal commands from the police, they quickly use a canine to try to get him to comply.
You're gonna get bitten by the dog.
I'm going to the station.
Get on the ground. Pocket. Pocket. Get on the ground, I said. Roll onto your stomach. Good boy. Pocket. Roll onto your stomach. Use your hands.
We showed this scene to a use of force expert, former cop and now assistant professor of law Seth Stoughton. He says a dog can actually make it harder for someone to obey an officer's commands.
It's very likely that when you get bitten by a dog, you just look at the dog as the source of pain and you do everything you can to address that pain, and you'll deal with that other stuff, those shouted commands, you'll deal with that later when the pain stops.
Hey, stop fighting so we can get the dog off you. Give us your hands.
It's going to be exponentially more difficult for someone who is experiencing some form of mental health or substance crisis.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Okay. I'm not resisting.
Okay, let me have your hands. Let me have your hands.
It's not wrong.
Hey, stop kicking.
It's not wrong.
Since Ferguson, American police have been under pressure to de-escalate encounters like this, to find ways to slow things down and use less force. But videos show dogs having the opposite effect, escalating things, especially when the suspect may be mentally impaired. Here's our last and most extreme example. San Diego police again, responding to a report of a naked man. He's incoherent and pretty obviously unarmed. His mistake is telling the police no.
Turn around, Josiah. Just turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around. No. Turn around.
No.
Okay.
Keep your hands on your back. Hands on your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
21 copy.
Give me some fire. Stop resisting.
112, Henry, SIC.
Yeah, so when someone is naked, that's what we call a clue. It's a pretty good indication that they're either experiencing some mental health issues or some substance abuse issues.
The biting lasted for 52 seconds, causing extensive injuries. Generally, police are not supposed to use force like this unless they have reason to believe a person poses a threat of serious injury to someone else. In this case, they cited the threat posed by the man's clenched fists, plus the fact that there were stones on the ground which he might have picked up.
So it's not that dogs are always excessive. It's not that dogs have no role. They can bring a lot to the table in the right situations. But we have to start from the baseline that a dog bite is a very serious use of force.
There are no detailed national statistics on police dog bites. We don't have a reliable count of how often the dogs bite people, much less how long the bites tend to last. So the public is left with these videos. Some handlers have resisted wearing body cameras because they believe gory images of longer bites will be used out of context and misunderstood. The videos also make it easier to sue and win settlements, which is what happened here. But Seth Stoughton says resisting the cameras is the wrong response.
So I'm a little bit skeptical of the argument that we should be worried about video because it will require us to justify things to the public. I think the right response there is yes, we should be justifying things to the public. And if there's things that we cannot justify to the public, then maybe that's a clue that we shouldn't be using them.
Yeah, I saw. You got some barking going on. I'll just tell medic.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here. and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.